Welcome to Web Handling. My name is Dave Roysum. I am super excited to continue our new series on finding things. In this show, I list the major trade organizations that have a notable web handling content. These organizations provide articles, books, conferences, directories, magazines, training, and more. Trade organizations are essential to our web handling industries. They provide tens of thousands of web pages of information for tens of thousands of subscribers. Services include conferences, trade shows, directories, short courses, and much, much more. The big three trade organizations for web handling content are the Technical Association of the Pulp and Paper Industry, the Web Handling Research Center, and the Association of Roll-to-Roll Converters. Each will be discussed briefly. TAPI is more than 100 years old and has some 1,000 publications in web handling and related areas. It is particularly strong on winding. Among their products is the standard mix of offerings, including books, magazines, buyer's guides, and conferences. However, TAPI is nearly unique in its test standards that are used around the world in many paper and non-paper applications. They codified, if not invented, measurements for web thickness, weight, strength, and much, much more. The Association of Roll-to-Roll Converters was formed in 1970 under the name AIMCAL. It has some 400 web handling publications. It is currently the only gathering of web handlers. It has an active committee of about a dozen people who put together a day or two of web handling content once or twice per year at its USA and sometimes European conferences. This association is where I am most currently active. Finally, no list would be complete without mentioning the Web Handling Research Center at Oklahoma State University, which practically invented the term web handling. I was one of the first students where I received my PhD with a thesis in winding, and I was also one of its first employees. It has some 500 web handling publications that are free. Yes, free. They include conference papers as well as master's and PhD theses. Unfortunately, the Web Handling Research Center closed in 2019 as one of the longest-running National Science Foundation funded research centers. Let me also add two honorable mentions that are not quite trade organizations, but still offer very useful information and services. FP Innovations, previously known as Paprika, has the most complete web test in the world. Nothing comes even close. It even has a wound roll test tool that can measure bagginess and most other web properties. Finally, the Paper Film Foil Converter magazine has been including regular web handling content since 1927, some 500 articles. It also has one of the best buyer's guides. Its free website includes a decade of searchable content. Unfortunately, I must end on a somewhat unhappy note. That is, we reached peak publication just before the year 2000. Since then, publications have dwindled to a handful, mostly in the Association of Roll-to-Roll Converters. There are many reasons for this, which we might explore in a future show. However, for now, what is salient is that what we currently have is what we will mostly have for perhaps a decade or longer. That is why I've sought to document this essential technology area in my 10 books, 200 plus publications, and 500 plus YouTube shows, in addition to my award-winning and trademark Web 101 class that has been taken by 5,000 students. I hope you've enjoyed this overview of some of the most important sources for web handling knowledge. Stay tuned for next week's show, where we will show you how to find builders of web machines and suppliers of web machine components. If you have a topic you would like to hear about, let me know in the comment section below. If you found anything interesting or useful here, please like and share and subscribe. See you next time.